Okay, you've all been asking, so I'm going to address it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As I'm sure a lot of you have heard, there's some more rumors going around that a Friday the 13th movie is in the works, and it's been covered all over the place, including we got this covered, so instantly you start being like, I don't know if this is true at all. But that wasn't the original source. The original source went back to Daniel Richman, who's like a well-respected journalist and influencer who has a Patreon where if you pay $2 a month, you can get certain scoops from him. One of those scoops was for a Friday the 13th movie. And initially when hearing about this, I was like, I don't know, it seems like just some random story, super clickbait, but Daniel Richman, like I said, is very respected. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and become a patron on his Patreon because I was like, well, if he has Friday the 13th news, I'd like to read this full article, thinking it was a full article. But it wasn't. All it is he just says, hey, a Friday the 13th movie is finally in the works. And that was kind of it. And then when that happened, the one and only Larry Zerner got involved and said that there's nothing that really makes any sense for this to be a discussion. It just seems like clickbait. I was like, okay, well, let me go look at his Patreon again. And when somebody commented on his Patreon and said that Larry Zerner said that it was clickbait, all he had in response was, this is what he heard. Don't know any more details. So basically, there's not much to really go off at all here. There's nothing that actually indicates, there's no original source that says a Friday the 13th movie is in the works. But let's look at this thing logically. The Friday the 13th lawsuit between Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham of Horror Inc. is a public court case that you can see results as they go on. There has not been an update since February of 2020, and that is when the actual hearing happened. So, what we are still waiting on right now is a final decision that came from the appellate court. That's where we're at. And until that happens, nothing else can really happen for Friday the 13th. Are Horror Inc. people, are they probably discussing a movie and what's going to happen after the lawsuit? Sure. Is Victor Miller perhaps doing the same? Perhaps even listening to some pitches from coworkers, etc.? Probably. Why wouldn't you be? At any time, ideas are being thrown out. And of course, that's probably happening. But to say a Friday the 13th movie is in the works? No. That is just not the case legally. That is just not a thing right now. Okay, so I wanted to make a video, address it, say, hey, don't get your hopes up. But will we get another Friday the 13th movie after the lawsuit's over? Yes, of course. But from this source that was Daniel Richman, should we think that the lawsuit's over because of what Richman said? No, the lawsuit is not over, but we are getting there. And it's funny because as we come up to a Friday the 13th of November, perhaps that would be the perfect day to wrap this thing up. I don't know. I wanted to make sure you guys heard from me as I've kind of been the lawsuit guy, I would say. I tend to spread the news about the lawsuit. I want to make sure you heard from me that relax, it's not actually over, and a Friday the 13th movie is not legitimately in the works yet, but we are getting closer. We're getting there. Like I said, I promise you, one will be happening once this lawsuit wraps up. We just got to get there first, is all. For those that read the article and or saw the news and believed it, I don't blame you at all. And I'm not shitting on Daniel Richman whatsoever, because I'm sure he did hear from somebody, a reliable source, that a movie's in the works. But legally, it's just not possible right now. That's all I'm saying. So anyone who's covered it and whatnot, this is not me beefing with you by any means, because I totally understand. It's just, as you look at the actual court case itself, there is just no update there yet. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. All right, man, that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And, of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.